Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again, and I am back for another crafty video. So, I thought I would make something. So it's amazing, isn't it? Making something as a crafter. Sorry, while I move my well-padded bottom round a very ill-padded chair, and it makes a squeaky noise. Yes, I thought I'd make something. You know what I thought I would make? I thought I'd make something with my own papers. I know, it's revolutionary, isn't it? I don't know what to do. Hold on tight. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. No, I just thought I'd make something. I was kind of inspired by watching Brian, as in Brian from... it's formed blank. As in Brian, my friend, and his channel is called The Silvered Fox. And I will link him, of course. He did something design teamy. He's uploaded it. It's his first ever video where he's done a tutorial. He's done flip throughs before, but he's never done like a tutorial. Well, kind of a a process video. So it was his first one, and he made a really nice envelopey thing. And I thought, I really like that, but I'm going to make my twist on it because that's what we do. That's what crafters do. He was using my papers, and I was inspired to maybe use my own. But the only problem is I don't have a lot of my own because Brian's the only person with the printer, and so I basically get given what I get given. I get what I get given. Given, get, good. Shut up, Dave. Get on with it. So, anyway, just so you know, there's 68 people so far, 68 or 69 people, I think it was, have commented on my previous video, which is the giveaway video. So that's where we're giving away this in the subscriber draw. So you can get this because I've reached 750 subscribers. I'm actually on 820, I want to say 8 to 8, I think it is. So, but if you want to subscribe and you want to be in a chance with winning that, go ahead and subscribe, and then go to that video, which I'll link in this description, and watch that video and do what it says in the video. That's all you need to do. So there's there are no words that define how terrible I am with words. No, there are no words. No, there are words. It's not a silent movie. It's like ding 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 ding. Like, do you remember silent movies? Well, I don't mean like I'm not insinuating anything. I'm not saying you remember silent movies. But anyway, shut up, Dave. Backtrack. Okay, so if you go to that video, so I didn't say it was going to be like a sane video. I just said I was going to make a video. If you go to that video. And you watch the video and you do what it says, and I forget the point of me speaking now. Should I just carry on? I think I was trying to express that I wasn't going to tell you what you needed to do. You needed to watch the video in order to react to that video. But there's nothing like, you don't have to like give me your firstborn child or sell your soul to the devil. Although, to be fair, most of us have already done that. So not give your firstborn child. I don't mean that. Well, I hope you haven't. Shut up, Dave. Should we get on with it? Anyway, now we've got through that bit, let's make something. So I thought I would make an envelopey thing, a bit similar to like Brian made, but I'm going to do my own twist on it. And I don't necessarily have all the bits stand. I just thought I'd do it. But this is what crafting on the hoof is. So what I thought is I would make some kind of a foldy up type envelopey thing. That's similar to his but not the same. So I'm using an envelope, obviously, because that's an envelopey foldy up type thing, and I'm not sure whether to use I don't know whether that helps. Let's get rid of this edge first, the scratty edge. So I've got everybody at work saving me envelopes now, because we get hundreds of them a day. And they're saving me them, but some of them aren't very good at opening them. We've had words, but I suppose there's not a lot I can say when they're doing it for for my benefit. So, you know, the way they used to tear envelopes open, this is a massive. No, it's not a bull mastiff, Dave. It's a massive improvement on the way it used to be. I really do need to change my blade on that, because that is like, well, there's butter in the fridge that it wouldn't cut. Although butter in the fridge is very hard to cut, full stop. And then when you put it on your bread, and it all just like tears it up. Anyway, let's stick down the bits that we don't need to have sticking up. No, not with that, Dave. Or let's get excited. You can tell it's a special occasion. This auspicious, no, it's still not auspicious. This auspicious occasion, I will get my art glitter glue, which has for some reason managed to work its way over to Brian's side of the desk. So, like, clearly he didn't using it. So, yeah. So I shall use this art glitter glue. You know, just for you guys, because, you know, I love you. I shall use it, but just the once, mind you. No, I'm not stingy with what I am. It's true. I cannot argue. So no, I'm just sticking all the loose bits down. Although, let's face it, I haven't been stuck down, and I've got a few loose bits. Steady with that thought. Okay, I think that's kind of stuck. Yeah. Okay. So let's put that over there, and let's try and at least remember to put the pin back in it, Dave. Oh, first time managed to actually line it up. I'm always there, like, poke it in my eye. Okay, bit of hair. It's a grey hair. It's Brian's. I'm not saying I don't have any grey hairs. What I'm saying is I don't have hair. So anyway, what I thought was I would try and fold it kind of this way. Now, which way? I don't know which way up. It's going to get covered anyway, so it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if it's raining or it's fine, just as long as you've got time to play away. So I want to kind of get a similar sort of, you know, yeah, similar sort of, you know, and if you don't know, what are you here for? No, kind of, like, slightly equal. Dave, get your words out. Come on. There we go. So we do that and do that. Right. And we are going to just fold it nicely. You know, use a nice bone folder. A bone folder. I am a bowl and I live in a... No, that didn't go right. So we're going to have it so it kind of opens out. We're going to have this bit that this bit is tucked up, right? So I'm going to fold this bit up. I haven't made one, so this is kind of on a wing and a prayer that it works. I want it to be. I might want the pocket to be a little bit deeper than that. Maybe like that. It's Maybelline. I'm not sponsored by Maybelline, by the way. I think I'd be a terrible sponsor for Maybelline. They wouldn't want me as their person to sponsor. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't ask me. So I'm going to cut these bits out. I think I'm going to cut these bits out. We're going to cut these bits out, Dave, because if you just think about it, it's unlikely. And because it's such an auspicious or suspicious or austerity, I don't know. Well, oh, sorry. Sorry. Something's going to go wrong now. I'm going to stab myself with these. Cut a finger off. Cut an eyebrow off. I don't know how I'd cut an eyebrow off doing this, but it could possibly happen. So, anyway. So you have to give reverence to the Tim Holtz scissors. Because I don't get them out very often, so... There are other things that have been whipped out more often than them. So, oh, why do I do this? I say these things. I think I shouldn't have said that. Forget that even though I'm sat here on my own. My See, now look what you've made me do. I don't know. Just don't ask me. I need to get some longer scissors. I really want to get some longer Tim Holt scissors. Maybe I should treat myself. Oh, thank you to those people, talking of treating myself, to those people who have bought my digitals. I've had 11 sales so far, so I'm really chuffed. I actually didn't think I'd get any sales. And 11 is my lucky number, so I was uber excited. So this is what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be folding over like this. It's a little bit catchy on there and a little bit catchy on there, but what I'll do is I'll chop this bit down. I haven't really thought this through. I don't really know whether this is going to work, but like, hey, this is what we do, isn't it, as crafters? If you don't just throw yourself in, you'll sit there and ponder something for so long it won't actually happen. So no idea what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I've had 11 purchases, which is wonderful, and I am so grateful to you all for buying something, really. Well, not to you all, obviously, because not all of you have, but like to those people that have, I'm grateful. So thank you so much. We are splitting the money, by the way. Although the digitals have been made by myself, and all the artwork has been done by myself, not all of the artwork, obviously some of it is in public domain, but I have manipulated images and that sort of thing. Although I've done that, Brian has been very good. He's been doing all the printing out. He's been helping me sort out what goes into which set. I'm not very good at deciding, so don't ever ask me to make a decision, because it's not going to happen. Well, it will happen, but it should take a very long time. So anyway, yeah, so we're splitting the money, so just so you know, all the sales will go between us, because neither of us, have a huge amount of money, and this will help us both to, do our crafty things without having to go without light, heat, and electricity. That's the same as light, Dave. Well, heat isn't. Well, it is, I suppose, if you're burning things. Or not burning things. Shut up, Dave. Shut up, Dave. Just shut up, Dave, and get on with it. Okay, so that's where we are. So we folded that in. I'm going to have this as a pocket. And I was thinking of having some things that kind of came out the sides, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the bottom edge of this up. I'm going to put a divot in so you can get into it. I think I might have the divot on the inside. So the divots, so you can have things to pull out here. This is going to be a pocket here, but it's going to be a pocket behind the flap that we have that's come over the front, because we'll put that on in a minute. And then, so they're going to be pockets, and then this is going to be stuck down, and I think I'm going to have a pocket in each end. Shall I? I'm going to have that as a pocket. I'm going to have a pocket in each end, and I might have something in the middle that maybe these kind of flip into. I don't know. Well, we'll get to that bit when we get to that bit, maybe, Dave. Let's get to that bit when we get to that bit. But before I do any of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start covering it. I'm going to use some of my papers. Now, these are the papers that are from the ensemble kit, and they're the ones from the ensemble kit that I happen to have, because the other ones from the ensemble kit I don't have, so can't make anything with them, because they still only exist in digital land. Digitalis. No, Digitalis is not anything to do with digital land, Dave. Shut up, Dave. Might put that on the inside. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. I don't know whether to cut it or tear it. No, I'm going to cut it. He says not even being able to get his hand steady enough to do the first cut. The first cut. Okay, no, I don't even know what the tune is for that. So this is I'll just point out that this has got a slight printing defect, and this is the reason why I didn't use this as sample paper. It's got some printing lines in it, but it's fine for me. Yours will print more perfectly than this. In fact, actually, that's what lots of people have said, how wonderfully clear the images are that I've done. And I'm glad, because I'm glad you've noticed the time that I've put into it. There's nothing worse than buying a digital print that kind of pixelates when you print it. So I've been very careful to try and get the best quality. And I'm already on with about another 35 different kits because I can't stop now. So I'm going to have that inside. I don't think it needs to go all the way down because, you know, you're not going to see it. But I will have it so it kind of just sticks out a little bit. You see this kind of overhang, like half an inch or so. And the reason for that is just in case somebody looks inside the pocket. But then again, if they're doing that, you know, they don't deserve it. Sorry, I'm going to do the old-fashioned technique of don't measure, just do it though. As Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs would say, angry baboons are not going to come and tear it apart. I don't know where the angry baboons are from. I mean, like, I've got to ask, you know, does she give them in a garden? Julie, is that where you are? Where, are these angry baboons? Do they live in your garden? Do you not have a bird table? You have a baboon table. I don't think about how big a baboon table would be. But it's a very hard word to say, baboon. Well, it is when you can hardly say your own name, though. Right, I'm going to cut that. Shall I cut it? Do you all want to see how terrible my cutting is? I mean, like, you witnessed enough of it. You're probably all scarred by it already. My terrible cut. I can't remember which bit I'm cutting on or off. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world you can hear the sound of lovers in love, if you know what I mean. Just the two of us and nobody else, well, except for the other people that are watching. In sight, there's nobody else. Yeah, I don't really know whether I know the rest of the words, but I did well to get to that point, didn't I? So, you know, we did that. If you notice, this is more of a process video and less of a tutorial, because it's not really going to be a tutorial when I don't really know what I'm doing myself. Will it go in there? Will it heck go in there? Will it heck? No. Get the other one out, the choppy finger remover. The choppy finger remover. Although I haven't lost any fingers on this. Or any other guillotine. Guillotine? Guillotine. Dave, you sound dead common. Guillotine. Although, you know, Brian thinks I'm posh, but I'm not really posh. He thinks I'm posh. He says lots of things about me that aren't true. Well, no, some of them are true. Oh, no, actually, it depends on what you've heard. No, maybe not all of them are true. I don't know. Hang on, there's a steam train coming. Oh, no, hang on, it's Worcester, panting. What do you... You've just crashed. Just walk into the room and crash, that's all. What do you want? Chunky boy. Go and lie down, chunky boy. You've had smooches on the sofa. Well, not smooches. But Snuggles on the sofa, enough already. Since I've been home, that's all he's been doing. Like, well, except for the time when I bought some reduced sushi on my way home, and he's had some of that. So I know that dog. Honestly, seriously, I know. You know when like Brian says he thinks he's a human. It's very true. His dad thinks he's a human as well, so treats him like a human. But you know, they're part of the family, aren't they? So this is why we do these things. We do these things, and it's just the way it is. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Oh, do you know what I haven't done? I wanted to ink on these foldy bits, and I need to do that. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to re-glue that in a minute. Although it's going to all go dimensional. Let's just rub that off a bit. Right. No, that's not an inking thing, Dave. Just get a grip. Get a grip, Dave. I wanted to ink these bits, because like then if you do see a little bit of them, you only see a little bit of them. Just the two of us, and nobody else in sight. There's nobody else. Of lovers in love, if you know what I mean. It's when they say, I don't know whether I should like open the cavern that is my mind, but when they sing of lovers in love, if you know what I mean, like it sounds like a bit salacious, if you know what I mean. But maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just how my mind works, or doesn't work. Malfunctions. How my mind malfunctions. And nobody else in sight. There's nobody. Let's do the inky edges while we're here. Let's get inky, inky. I wanna get inky. Let's get into inky. Yeah, no. No, Dave. Yeah, no. You know all that, yeah, and knowing. It's just, yeah, no. No, Dave. Just no. Oh, and I'm going to do something that Brian did, which I thought was very clever. Like, he does a lot of things that are very clever, to be fair. You know why? Because he has thought process to things he does. Mine just, like, happen. It happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, basically. He also has, like, these things called words that people understand, whereas I don't. He can also put these other things together called sentences. Oh, dear. But, you know, some people love me, regardless. Oh, and even better news, just a little, incident, no, incidental, that's the word, incidental. My mum's out of hospital, so things are much better now. There on the inside. Sorry, stop singing that, Dave. On the inside. You said just stop singing that. Australian dramas. Well, soaps, whatever it was. It's from Prisoner Cell Block Age. Anyway, yeah, so my mum's out of hospital. She's better. She's been told she can go home as long. She wanted to come out because she didn't want to be in there with COVID and everything. She's 88, so she obviously didn't want to get COVID. So they said she could come out on the proviso that she looked after herself, and so she's been nagged by my sisters that are all back in Coventry, and she's been nagged by me. Like, you know, distance nagging. So she knows now she has to look after herself. Otherwise, well, she's got to go back in 8 days as an outpatient, and if she hasn't looked after herself, they'll take her in. So what'll happen, it'll be as simple as that. That's short shrift they'll give her. Short shrift. Yeah, that's right, Dave. Just keep saying it, and it won't make it any easier to say, but well, it will. You say something often enough, it becomes so much easier to say. Anyway, shut up, Dave. So yeah, she's out. I mean, like some of you know that she was out. She was in, but now she's out, and so she's out anyway. She went in because she had, like, a couple of years, no, 3 years ago now probably, she had a ruptured ulcer, and stomach ulcer I'm talking about, and it she lost 4 or 5 pints of blood, which is a lot for somebody the size of her. I could easily lose, just from my big thumb, my big thumb, my big thumb, as opposed to my other thumbs that aren't quite as big. You could probably lose about 4 or 5 pints from my thumb, is what I meant. Big thumb, Dave, you big wally. Anyway, so she lost a lot of blood, but then she recovered and all of that, and then she's been home, and then she's started to eat less and less, and we said she should see a doctor anyway. It turns out that this ulcer is back, it's grown, and she's, she needs to be careful again. So they've given her some meds to take, and they've told her that she doesn't look after herself. She was dehydrated. She had 4 bags of glucose because she was so dehydrated. I'm going to use this. So yeah, this is what Brian did. Sorry, it's a very disjointed conversation, isn't it? He reinforced his edge with a bit of washi tape, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I thought it was a jolly good idea. So I'm doing it, really doing it. So anyway, that's the situation. She's, like I say, she's out. She's as strong as an ox. So and I'm very pragmatic about these things. I love her to bits. She knows that we all love her, and she's very determined lady. She's very independent as well. So she's not atypical for a 88-year-old. So like I say, she's been threatened that she's got to look after herself. Threatened, I mean, like, it's not like we've said, you'll sleep with the fishes or anything like that. Not that kind of family. We just sound like it. But no, it's a relief to know that she's out. Like people were saying, oh, don't you want to go down and see her? And like, well, there really wasn't much I could do if I went down to Coventry, because nobody was really allowed to see her. She didn't really want to see anybody. I don't want to upset her by her seeing people. She doesn't want to see people. And also, if something had happened and they needed me, I'm only 2 hours away. So, and she's grateful that I didn't go down, because like she doesn't like people making a fuss. So I'm gonna have to cut that edge off though. I didn't really do a very good job of sticking the washi tape on, but things happen. I think I cut it off now. It'll do. It's enough now. So stuck that bit down. So then I'm going to fold this over. I've just had a moment. Just bear with me a second. It's all right. Fine. I just had a moment where I thought, did I actually press record? But no, I did. But no, I did. But no, yes. No, but yes. Yes, but no. Yes, but no, but yes. Nor, but yes. Shut up, Dave. Do I have another one of those? I do have another one of those. I could do that on the inside. On the inside. Don't start that. So, so anyway, she's out. She had a good night's sleep. You know, I completely agree with that. I mean, I've only ever had to go into hospital for concussion, like, and stay over. I've had operations, but they've been like, that's it, you don't get out. But the staying over thing, when you're in a hospital and it's really hard to sleep. You know, just as you're dropping off, somebody comes over and says, I'm just checking everything's okay. Well, it was all right until you came over here and started asking me, or like the lights are all off and then something happens, an emergency happens and somebody's rushed in and then all the lights come on, and even when people are being quiet, you can hear people going, shh, which is louder than the people actually talking. They don't go, there's a kind of hush. In fact, actually, that's what they should do. There's a kind of hush, shh, all over the world tonight. Sorry, sound like a bus kneeling. Just the two of us. And nobody. That's that, isn't it? It is. Let's do that then. That there. That one there. That one there. That one there. This one. This one here. This one here. Not square, but you know, there or thereabouts. Tell you what, let's do it like this, Dave. Line it up. And put a little. Line it up. Put a little line. A little line there. Little. There's no people that spoke like that. So, lickle. Something. I think that's not London. No, it's not London. The other London. Is not even London. Not even anything like London. Let's go in this. Blackpool. Lickle. Bottle. A lickle bottle. That's a very. I think that's Blackpool. Don't quote me. I spend a lot of time saying don't quote me. That's because you shouldn't really quote me. Anyway, moving on. They're murdering people's accents. It's very hard to draw a murder scene line around the accents that I murder. In my head, I've got, like, you know, visions of, like, you know, all of these accents with lines drawn around them, like it's in the movies. Well, when they draw around the outline of a body. I'm sure it doesn't really happen. Just making sure that that's going to fit on there. Well, you know what? We can cut it off, and if it doesn't, it doesn't, and if it does, it does, and every other variation therein lies a tile. Therein lies a tile. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We're going to do that. We're going to stick one of that there. Right, okay, let's cut the other one out, because that's coming out of this piece. And we're going to do that. That way up. Should we do that? We'll do that. Because then that, which is that, is this one's down and that one's up. Yeah, you know what I mean. Or if you don't know what I mean, then join the rest of the people in the world that haven't got a clue. Join my family, actually. They haven't got a clue what I talk about half the time. Well, I was talking to my sister, and I was saying about how, you know, that they're all, like, dead. They're not dead, obviously. They're all really quiet, so dead quiet is a term. Anyway, they're all really quiet. You know, they're not really big talkers. I got the missing link gene because I make up for them. So I don't know. I think there was some shade being thrown there, but all in a loving way from my sister. I'm not backwards in coming forwards when it comes to talking. You know, I like talking. I talk to myself, so it's honestly sometimes I highly recommend talking to yourself. You get so many more sensible answers. Well, you get so many more answers that align with what you think. Anyway, so I'm gonna take a shading off this, a slither. Yeah. So try it, do it, talk to yourself. So, and just don't tell your doctor that I said so. Although I think it's supposed to be proven that it is actually good for you talking to yourself. Intelligent people talk to themselves and they sing and hum to themselves, and it's when you've got a full-on musical going on in your head that maybe is not the sign of sanity that you were looking for, which is what I have. You know, my Crafting the Musical is still going on in my head. Don't tell me not to sit and fussy cutter. My desk's a bunch of colour. Don't bring around a crowd to laugh at this charade. I'm gonna snip and snip now. Make what I can, I know how. Anyway, you've had enough. You've had enough of that. Hey, Mr. Holtz, here I am. You know, I entertain myself. If I'm not entertaining other people, I'm entertaining myself. I might take a shaving off the top edge of that as well. A little bit darker, it doesn't matter. I think they're both the same. I'll cut this bottom edge. I march my bandits, I beat my drum. Anyway, I'm no Barbara Streisand, I know that. I've got a big nose, but it's not the same shape as hers. So, not that I'm saying she's got a big nose. You know, I take that back just in case the lawyers are watching. I don't know why the lawyers would be watching. They might be. She's known for, you know, her profile. So am I. Anyway, shut up, Dave. Hole, digging, quick, get out of it. So. Sticky stick, sticky stick. Don't know why always to the A-Team music. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That goes nicely. Give that a bit of a rub on. Excellent. Right, what are we going to put on the front? Probably need some more of this on here. That way round? Yeah, let's do it that way round. Right. Sorry, brain's just going, I don't know how to do this. But you do, brain. Brain, it's still the wrong way up. That's the way. Malfunctioning. Again, it's not like I'm malfunctioning because I'm only functioning the way I normally function. There's nothing mal about my functioning. This is just how it is. Put a line there. I really need to get a sharper pencil. You think I could just, well, you think I'd be able to find a pencil sharpener, wouldn't you? I'm sure I'd been through this before, trying to find a pencil sharpener. I usually do it, like, you know, live. At least it's a pre-recorded finding a pencil sharpener. Because, like, This is going to make you find it. No, it's not going to happen. We're just going to... Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll use the propelling pencil. So it doesn't appear to be staying out. Oh, no, it does. It's fine. So we'll cut that down there. La 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 la. So, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, it's Friday here. It's Friday, it's 5 to 5 and it's crackerjack. No, it's Friday. If you're not in the UK, you won't understand that reference. Well, if you're not from the UK, you won't understand that reference. And if you're not... Also, sorry, it's not just being in the UK, it's being of a certain age. A certain age. Yeah, if you're of a certain age, you'll know what the reference is. But yes, it's Friday, and obviously I've finished work now. And Brian's working all weekend, so don't think he's going to... No, he's not around for my live. He's doing the 2:10 that day. I did say I would pick him up from work, though, so he didn't have to try and get home on a bus at 10 o'clock at night. Now he's a senior, so he's going to have to... As a senior member of staff. No, I don't mean like as in as a senior. Don't mean... I'm not... I don't mean they suddenly got old. Although, you know, he is 8 months older than me. So, of course, he's a lot older than me. No, I mean, he's a senior as in like a team leadery type thing, but they call them seniors there. So, anyway, that's what he is. He's got a promotion at work, so now he has to do different shifts. So where he was doing, I think he used to finish at 9 on an evening. He now finishes at 10, but on a Sunday, getting a bus. But on a Sunday, I mean, I don't know. I don't get buses, but I can't imagine public transport in the UK runs particularly reliably. We don't, definitely not around this area. We don't get... There is not enough traffic to, you know, fill a moped, let alone a car, let alone a bus, sorry. But, you know, not during the day, let alone at night, so. There we go. So that's it's going to, I mean, like, obviously we've got to cover the front. So just wondering, is that going to be an issue there? That's stuck down, is it going to cause an issue? Are you going to cause trouble? No, you're not going to cause trouble. Okay, good. Good. Pleased to hear it. So now I can think about divots. I'm going to have a divot on the front here. No, I'm not going to have a divot here because you're not going to see that divot, and you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to have a divot either side here. So, in the interest of divoting, let's find the divot maker. The divot maker. It's not. It sounds, you know, sounds more threatening than it is. The divot maker. It's not like the widow maker. Not that one. That's a little bit too small. Let's use this one. So we're going to make a divot in here. We want to make it somewhere kind of middle-ish. These have little arrows either side to kind of line it up. Yeah, that's not bad. That's kind of the way I wanted it to look. Just not going to be able to manage to do that the same on the other side. But, you know, I'll say that I'm not going to. Who knows? Might be lucky. And if I am, I better put the lottery numbers on as well. Sorry, I suddenly go quiet while I'm trying to do that. Oh, look, that's not too bad. It's slightly bigger. Slightly bigger. I might have to just do that one a little bit bigger. I don't know whether I can leave it. Thing is, can I get that in there to see? Oh, I can. So if I go, are you all holding your breath? Is that what I can hear? You've all suddenly gone quiet. Or is it because I've gone quiet? Oh, that'll do. Like, if you keep going, it'll end up down here. It'll look like it's been eaten by something. So, there we go. Now, so let's make the flappy thing, because otherwise it's going to end up gluing. So it's going to have a flap that comes over the front. Let's make that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, let's pick a paper that we're going to use. Not that one. Maybe that one, which is kind of a lighter version of this. Yeah, let's use this one. I'm just going to move the stuff off camera. And this is, all I'm using this for is literally to back it. So that the paper's a bit more sturdy. Let's cut it down first, Dave. Stand that back up again. Try and put the pin back in it, Dave. Put the pen back in it. I have no idea where the pin is. Let's try putting a pin in it. Then the only thing I've got to hand is I've got a bulb pin. And this is from Jodie. So Jodie Bresson that sent me this. So that's the only thing I've got to kind of stop it from drying out. Anyway, let's do the thing. The other cutter. Like, let's get all the cutters out, shall we, Dave? Oh, go on then, let's. I just want to cut these bits off. I think this needs a new blade, though. I think it's getting a bit snaggy, but never mind, it'll do for what we need. Take the white strip off. Sorry, stripping. See, I think I'm entertaining, and that's always been the problem in my life. I've always found myself terribly entertaining, and the other people not so much. But you know, yeah, I'm here, and I show up every day, and I entertain the world, whether they like it or not. So, you know, one day somebody will appreciate me. It's fine. I'm gonna cut that little bit off there because it's just got a little white bleed there, and I just don't want it. That's fine. And gone over the wire. So rather than try and cut that tiny bit off, I'm going to cut a whole strip off there. Actually, it's a lot sharper than I thought it was. I thought it had gone blunt, that blade. You know, I can tell when it goes blunt because it starts to snag on your paper. But no, it's fine. There we go, that fits in that bit now. Right, we're not going to use that. I think what we're going to do is, let's get the Xyron out again. Get the Xyron out. And we're going to use this. So it's had like 2 outings in the last week. It's like it doesn't know what to do with itself. I'm going to put that in there. Just going to turn. Oh, squeaky. That sounds like my knees in the morning, that. Buy on the Xyron. Hang on, I'm getting a bit stuck for space here. Right, move that out of the way. Move that temporarily out of the way. Get rid of these bits. As much as I like keeping bits, not keeping them bits, and I'll get rid of that. Not that I don't know where that bit came from. Give it some reverence, put them back in the box, Dave. Oh. Yeah, Christina Hall, she jinxed me with that. Yeah, she said if I didn't do that, but the reason I cut myself in a video, and the reason I'd cut myself is because I haven't paid reverence to Tim Holtz. So now I have to, otherwise I fear that, you know, it's going to attack my jugular when I'm not looking. Turn my back and I've got a pair of scissors in the neck. You see, this is the this is the world that my brain lives in. So if you're thinking, what on earth are you talking about? Don't worry. You wouldn't be the first person. I know this seems like a lot of trouble to go to when you've got a Xyron, but nothing sticks like a Xyron. Nothing. Nothing sticks like a Xyron. I'm sure that's, there's a marketing campaign in there. I just love using a Xyron. Like I say, I would like to use it more often, but the refills in the UK are terribly expensive. In fact, I'm not even sure you can get them in the UK, but I can get them from America, but then obviously then there's the shipping on top of that. They're like double the price in America, and then you have to order shipping on top, so double the price of America. So like you guys in America get it for half the price that we do. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at that perfect sticky that you get everything else stuck to in the meantime, Dave. Where's the thing? Oh, it's there. Oh, that squeaking is not me. It is the chair. I'm just going to have it so that it's slightly over the edge. Move it down. Oh, look at that. Look at that scrumptious. Truly scrumptious. You're truly scrumptious. Yeah. Here for the show. No, we can't even say it. Here for the show tunes is what I'm trying to say. Not the snooze. Right, line it on. Well, at least try and try and cut the bit off that you want, Dave. That's probably the best idea. Right, I just want to kind of just cut the edge off first. And remember, the only reason why we've done this is to make it a bit thicker, make it a bit more user-friendly. We want it to be like a cover, and it was going to be too thin. I mean, like, this might have been a little bit overkill, the weight of this card, but never mind. It was to hand, and that's what I care about. Did I have it to hand? Yes, I did. Could I use it? Yes, I could. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Again, another cultural reference in the... I don't know whether it's considered a cultural reference, but Bob the Builder. We'll just say it is. Oh, there's a bit of snagging going on there. I think it's all right, though. Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. Don't throw that bit away. Throw that. And you love the game. So I don't know what song that is, but it's been stuck in my head all day. Why are you not closing now? Why are you being a pain now? Why now? Now of all times. I know I haven't stuck me down yet, but like, just behave for 5 minutes at least. Why do I want it round? Do I want it that way? Yeah, we'll go like that. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to make it the same width as this. It can be a smidgen narrower, but I don't want it like a lot narrower. You kind of want to know that it's there and to be able to interact with it. So I'm just going to do that for now. I'm going to cut that off. Put that in a straight line. Yeah, I want to go. Shall I go? Yeah, I'll just go all the way. Why change the habit of a lifetime? Oh, Worcester's now going to start shouting at everybody in the street. So if you can hear him barking, apologies. This is the reason why he doesn't get his own mic. He's just not. He's not to be trusted with a mic. Yes, I know, Worcester. A lot of moaning going on. What? You see, you're much calmer. As soon as I put my hand on you, it's like it's much calmer. There you go. Good boy. Okay, now I've got to carry on. You just need to hold the fort for another 20 minutes or so, and I will then come and hold the fort with you. Hold that fort. Okay. So rather than do any kind of measuring, I'm just going to hold that there. I'm going to say we need about that much overhang. If you're thinking, what on earth is he doing? Then don't worry, all will be revealed in part 2. No, I'm not going to. Not going to leave you with a cliffhanger. Don't worry. I was thinking, hang on a minute. No, hang on. I was thinking, what on earth? No, that's right. That's what I wanted. In fact, I might have it that way up. So we are going to just draw a line. Let's just line it up first. Draw a line there. That's just a guideline. Then anything above that line. So what we want to do is we want to cut this off, and you'll see the reason why. Don't. Oh, we're gonna have to get these out. Oh. I'm just going to cut that bit off. In fact, I might just go a little bit steeper on that, just a tiny bit, and this bit. I think that went a little bit over the line. It's gone a little bit over the line both sides now. Now I need a scoreboard. Ta-da! Don't know where the scoreboard's gone. I've only got the big one. I don't know where the little one is. See, my life is actually a musical, isn't it? I have to sing everything. Right, come on. Get out of there. Right, let's see if you line up with any of these grooves, because you weren't actually a measurement. Oh no, you do kind of line up with that. No, you do. You line up with, where is it? 15. You line up with 15. Yeah. So if I do it that way, I'm going to go 15. 15. Do that. And then we've got a valley that becomes a mountain. And we're doing the right, which I know I did clock, by the way. Those of you that have seen Brian's video, I did hear him say, I know I'm doing it the wrong way round. I know it should be a valley that becomes a mountain. That's because I told him that. Anyway, and he didn't do it. So anyway, there we go. Fold it over. And we're just going to make that a nice, it's got to be a nice score line, because it's kind of, I think the paper is a little bit thick. Just break the fibres. Break them fibres. Yeah, it's a lot thicker than it should be, really, but do you know what I might do? Let's just fold it back the other way as well. That'll help. Maybe not quite such thick paper would have been better. The thick cardboard, sorry, Dave. Sorry, Dave. I don't know why I'm apologising. I don't know why I can't even speak. I don't know why I'm apologising to myself. So let me just see how it'll look. That goes in there, and then that's going to sit over the top. But it's not going to stay down. What are we going to do to make it stay? We could have something that just sits over the front there, that it tucks into. We could actually have it a little bit shorter than it is. So if I put another spool line in it, I don't really want to get that massive thing back up down. Where's the other little one? It's probably buried on this desk. It is buried on this desk. It's exactly buried on Brian's desk. It's not Brian's desk. I'm like, it's my desk. Just Brian sits there a lot. So. Choose this. Nope. let's not use that, it's too thick. Let's use this. I'm sorry, I've suddenly realised I'm not speaking to you. It's not that I've fallen out with you or anything, it's just I completely forgot where I was. What am I doing, Dave? I don't know. What are you doing, Dave? I don't know. Do any of these guys know? No, they don't ask them, they haven't got a clue either, so. Okay, now I've started to split that a little bit, but never mind, that's fine. Okay, we'll do that. And then we might have to shave it off. So what's going to happen is this is going to sit inside here, but it's going to glue to this front panel. So then what you have, let's close those back up again for a minute. You can see. Tuck that in there. And then what you're going to have is this is going to be glued on here. I'm going to ink that so you won't see it so much anyway. So then you'll have a pocket behind here. Yeah, and then you'll open this up, some journaling space here, and you open these up, and then you've got somewhere to put other things. You could have a pocket on the front of here if you like. And have a pocket here, and then you're going to have things that come out here, and you're also going to have no, you're not going to have a pocket there, Dave. Don't listen to me. So let's put. I'm not sure now whether to use that. No, I'm going to use it. Stop changing the game, Dave. So let's just stick it down, and then you can't do anything about it. So that's a great tip as well. If you're a little bit hesitant about should I, shouldn't I, just do it, and then it stops you even thinking about it. Then it's done. You kind of just have to live with it. It's probably not the best advice in life that you'll ever get, but it's my advice, and I'm sticking to it. Well, I'm sticking this to it anyway, so just make sure that they're all kind of in the right place before I kind of stick it properly, kind of square it all up nicely. Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do, because that's what we've done. So what we've got is we've got a pocket behind, yeah, and then we've got this opens up, and then we're going to have these that are going to be pockets. I think we might put something on here. Now we cut these out. These were the bits that, you know, remember these corners here? You know, I love to use a full thing. You could have these as little corner tucks, couldn't you? Yeah, I think we'll probably use them as that, because, you know, why not? We can. So, and then I might cut something out of this for the front. Get rid of those bits of goober. So we can have this in some way for it to kind of clip. You could have it matchbook style, couldn't you? You could. Right, okay, let's finish decorating it first before you start getting all a bit crazy, Dave. Right, finish your panels. So we've decided this is going down here, but we're going to have a divot out here because we're going to have a pocket, a tube that goes through. Yeah, aren't we? Yeah, well, aren't we? Not that you get a say in it, but I'm telling you now. I'm going to try and get it in the middle again. Yeah, probably not going to be able to do that again. Get it in the same place, but you know, we'll give it a go. And that's the same place, that's the same place. Would you say that's about the same location? Maybe there. Gulp. Pressure's on. Sorry, you had to see the top of my head. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. Obviously, what you can't do is you can't. I guess technically you could put a little bead of glue between the two to stop it slipping through either end, but I can't guarantee it's going to be in the middle if I try and get in there. Where's that? That's the line. Now, I don't know whether I actually squirted any glue out of there whatsoever, but we'll soon find out when I do that and then go, oh no, look, it's still open. Let's see, if I put something in there, does it stop? Oh, it stops. Yay, I've got some glue in it. So we've got the divots here. Okay, now we could have put some washi tape, I guess, in that bit. But we didn't. Although I'm not mad at it. It might need a little bit of colour, but I'm not mad at it. It's I quite like the tone. It goes tonally with the, you know, it's got blues in this as well, so it's fine. I'll go with that. I'll just make it look a bit less new. So this is like, you know, this is a lesson in maybe plan these things out before you do things. But, you know, spontaneity, it's fun. Give it a go. Have a play. See where it takes you. Okay, so we've got, I'll put those scissors back. Don't think I need them again. Sorry if that drives you insane, but, you know, it makes me laugh. Right, I think I'm going to have these on the front. I am. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to chop the edges off. I'm not going to cut them. It's getting later at night now. I'm just having to, like, no more cutting. Just I'll be tearing it off in a minute. I'll be doing it with my teeth. Do you know when, like, your concentration starts to wane? I don't know whether that happens to other people, but my concentration certainly does start to wane after a certain period of in the day. Usually about 9 o'clock at night, I start to feel a bit, I can't go on. It's that's why there is absolutely no point me going to a nightclub these days. As much as I love dancing, come 9:30, I'll be like, can we go home now? We only just got here. I don't care. I want to go home. Although, you know, like I say, I do love to dance. I like to shake me tush and have a good old dance and clear out the cobwebs and, you know, generally feel a bit more alive. And, you know, I'll dance to a lot of things. I'll dance to things that even music I don't like. So, but I like to have a dance. You're dancing. You're asking. I'm asking. I'm dancing. That's, again, from another TV programme in the UK. It was called Live Birds. The Live Birds. Set in Liverpool. Liverpool. And that's as much as the accent I'm going to murder tonight. Tune in next time when I murder more accents. Like I say, there'll be like another chalk line around another accent that I've just murdered. So I'll cut this down. I keep putting this away, don't I? So just learn your lesson. Although that's never going to happen. I've never learned a single one of my own lessons in life. So, in my entire life. Still got a terrible choice in men. So, you know, no offence to anybody that's like watching, that's like, you know, thinks, hang on a minute. But I do seem to pick them. So. You love the game. Do-do-do-do-do. That's the wrong way up, Dave. That could have all gone wrong. So that's going to fit. Oh, it's a little bit over, but, you know, we'll cut it down when it comes to it. Let's just do it now, Dave. Don't do it now, Dave. Do it, Dave. That's what it should have been called, this channel. Not a dash of Dave. Just do it, Dave. Yeah, it needs a slither off. Because we're doing slithers, this is the best device for slithering. Not slithering. I'm not, you know, not Harry Potter here. Master gave me a sock. In the eye. Sock in the eye. That's what a sock in the eye means. Well, it does in the UK anyway, so. I think next door are having a little bit of a soiree. I don't know if you call it a soiree when it's like loud music and shouting, but you know, it's they're young, they're having fun. I bet they're not dancing as well as I am, but okay. So I'm going to do that, and then what I'm going to do is flip that. Lines up both sides. If I flip that out there, line it up to there, I should be able to draw this line here. And then you all have to wish me luck that that line is going to now, right, measure 43 times, cut once. To do that, does that line up? You've got the power, the power, power. Rain down love. Rain down love. Freemasons. That was fun. Anyway, you didn't tune in for a music history lesson, did you? I don't even know when that song was released. Oh, that was the thing. Me and Brian were like aghast, I tell you. We were aghast at how old some of the songs are. Some of the things, you know, when like you hear something on the radio and then they say, "This is 30 years old this year," and you think, "What?" I literally probably only just stopped listening to that. Oh, please be right. It's a... Is it about right? Oh, it's about right. Okay, so I'm going to... I do it a little bit, so I'll have a little bit of a gap. And then I'm going to take a slither off there and a slither off there. Right, okay, if I do that, then fold them over. I'll do them both together, and then I'm going to get a slither, aren't I? Oh, if they line up now. So that's the edge I'm cutting off. I'll put those both in there. Kind of just hang it over the edge with the tiniest of slitheriness. Oh, you see, look, like that's like a hair's breadth. That, look at that. That's a slither and a half. That's not even a slither and a half. It's half a slither. So maybe a tiny fraction more. Sorry, precious on. Can you hear it? Can you hear my heart going? Boof, boof, boof. Pressure. Now, I said I wanted to cut the length of it, but I haven't done that. That's that way. I was thinking, I've cut them wrong, but I haven't. Do you want to cut it off the length? No, actually, the length I think is fine. No, the length is the length is fine. The length of. So again, just go up to those nice little edges. Now that they are nice little edges, I will treat them nicely. So, oh, come on, stay with me. Stay with me. There's a song in that, but not when I sing it. There isn't. There's dolphins screaming in the sea. Please don't sing at that pitch. Only we can hear you. And we don't like it. Stop. Stop. Like I say, I think I'm funny, and that's all that matters. Where's my thing? My bone folder. It comes in handy, that bone folder. And then if we do that, what do we want to? don't want it hanging over that edge. That's why I wanted a little bit of a gap, because there is a little bit of a gap. I'm happy for that to go there. Do I want that? If I stick it down, it's going to be hard to take that. Yeah, it's going to be hard to cut that off, so I'll do that now. Again, it's really like pressure to try and just take that little similar. I want a similar kind of size all the way down. It was a slither. It wasn't half a slither this time. It was a full slither. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, pressure. Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Under pressure. I've got to say, I know that it sounds like I'm blowing my own trumpet, but I love these papers. I absolutely love them. Now, I really would like to use some of the elementary, but however, I don't have any printed, so I have asked Brian to print me some. The holder of the printer. So here, oh, master of the printer, print me some digital prints. And you see that's a little bit over the edge. So is my singing, a little bit over the edge. I'm just going to not tear it, I'm just going to cut it off, but try not to snag that corner. Except for it's too late. It's too late to try not to snag that corner. You've already snagged it, Dave. Yeah, okay, that's through. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the front now. That's the openy uppy bits, and then that's the very frontage. Now that's catching. Now this is why you should always plan these things before you do them. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put another score line in, I think. Yeah, otherwise it's going to catch on these things. So, I mean, I could cut these down, but I don't want to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just make this a little bit wider by putting another score line in it. So, yeah, this is how we learn, isn't it? If you make a mistake and think, oh, don't ever see it as a mistake. It's a happy accident. It's an opportunity to learn. There's another thing, another technique around the corner that you haven't learned yet. So I'm hoping that will now curl a little bit more. No, because I've just scored it in exactly the same place, Dave. That didn't help. So what I'm trying to do is sit that crease in one of the grooves. Get into the groove, boy, you've got to prove your love to me. Oh dear. Sorry, Madonna. Madonna's going, it's all right, you're not ruining one of my songs. That clearly wasn't one of mine. Well, if it was, I couldn't tell. Right, okay. Rather than trying to do that, I'm going to show the other way. This is a good thing to do if you don't have a scoreboard as well. So get a ball tool. Yeah, find your ball tool. Ball tool found. Ball tool found. Tick. Get something to lean on that's got a bit of give in it. Piece of cardboard's fine. It's got a bit of give in it. I'll fold it over so it's got even more of give in it. And then use a ruler and then score against the ruler, because I want this to be just away from this line so it kind of wraps around the top rather than, and you can learn from this by not pushing your thing so far in. And hopefully I can get that to score, to roll it a little bit more than that. And use your ruler. Just go around it. Let's just open this bit out. You need a ruler to roll round that. You're going to fold against there so you get a nice. Yeah, loves the game. I've got like 3 songs playing in my head now. Okay, right, let's see if that's worked in any way. Oh, that's better. Yeah, it kind of sits and rolls round there now. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, get rid of that. Don't need that. Okay, so we want this somehow to sit here, kind of sit in its divot. So if I cut a divot out, that'll sit round a thing that I. Right, no, right. Let's finish doing this because, like, otherwise, Dave, you might resolve this problem by doing this. Okay, so I don't really want to cover them up, but you know, might have to now. Am I gilding a lily here? Yes, right. You could, right, I'm not going to. You could put those on there, yeah, and then you could cover those and you could round this corner, so you could get your corner rounder. Or if you don't have a corner rounder, you could round it by hand. You could round your corners and you could put them there and you could have little pockets as well on this bit. But I'm not going to because I'm gilding a lily now. Flogging a dead horse and every other metaphor for going a bit over the top. Okay, so I've now got a wonky corner, which I've got to get rid of because I can't cope with the wonky corner. Okay, so I am going to round the corners of this just so that it gives it a bit of interest. Am I going to go for a big one or a little one? I'm just going to go for a little one, I think, because then that just like first. It's not actually done it properly the first time. Let's try again. That's better. And this one, it's just to stop your corners getting, you know, jaggedy. Not Mick Jaggedy. And then we are going to, I'm thinking if I do that more like that and have a little edge across here. You know, I might do that. Actually, let's just do. Right, this could actually solve one of my problems. So, except for I haven't got this, got the physical strength to actually hold it there and do it. Come on. Come on, please, be nice to me, please. Please do it for me, please. It's terribly skipping of you to do this. I don't want it to be that deep though, Dave. I'm going to go to about there. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, okay, cool. But it's not as much. Oh, Dave, this is not going well. So whatever you do, don't listen to me because I clearly haven't got a clue what I'm doing. So do have a clue usually, just not at the moment. So okay. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to chop the bottom edge of this off. Don't want a lot off though. How much do I want? About ½ centimetre of it. Right, this is just I've changed the way that I want to do this. So you know, you can get yours right first time. Or you could be like me and just, you know, wing it and see what happens. So, want to cut too much of that off. I really like that rose, but never mind. It's gone. It's a rose no more. A rose by any other name. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's shorter. Don't panic though. Don't get all upset. We're going to go for a medium one this time. Or we're not. What's going on with this today? There you go. This has never failed me before. It's suddenly, you know what it is? It's that past 9 o'clock thing that it's doing. It is doing that past 9 o'clock thing. Come on, right. Thank you, at last. Right, we're not falling out then yet. Oh, I haven't stuck that in yet. So that goes around there, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a piece of this. That piece there, I think. Is it the right width? So I'm just going to do it like this. You love the oh, Dave, stop singing that same song. I don't even know who it's by. It's just one of those many songs in my head. And I've got, it's a kind of hush. It's a kind of hush. No, there's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world you can hear the sound of lovers in love. If you know what I mean. Just the two. That's not straight, Dave. Just the two of us. No, it's not straight. Not cutting it, Dave. You can cut it with a guillotine. And nobody else in sight. There's nobody else. Do it. Do it. Done it. Oh no, you can keep that back because I'm going to need to make it shallower now. So we've done this, done that, and we're going to make this shallower. Yeah, we're going to do it about 1.5 centimetres, Dave, to do that bit. That's the bit you decided you were going to keep. Oh, no, we're going to go 2 centimetres, I think. Yeah, 2 centimetres, get that out there. I'll stick that in there, and then what we're going to have is that's going to come out. Yeah, so it's going to be matchbox style. But I realise that these two open, so what we're going to do is we're going to have it so that this is cut down the middle. So I'm going to open it up, pick up something that's a pencil and not just a bone folder or a ball tool or whatever. So, sorry, I was just listening to next door's music, so I just recognised it. I recognised it. I have no idea what it is, but do that. Do that. And then I think I'm going to round these corners if I can. Or I'm just going to throw that on the floor. Like only a shallow rounding. Just on that corner there. You know what? I'm going to use this one. No, I'm not. Because I'm not going to use that one because I don't know where it is. This one. See if this one does it. I'm just malfunctioning with that one today. I'm not happy. Yep, that one's done it. That's fine. So that one there. And then this one. Yeah, this one here. So that one can go like in there. Cool. So let's stick them in. So remember that when when you're doing this, they can only stick below this line. So you're only going to put well, I'm only going to put beader glue. You're going to do whatever you like, because you might have had a completely different. So you're going to use something that's. Nope, I'm going to stick with Arlene's tacky glue, Dave. Don't change the recipe now. So I'm going to put beader glue across there. I'm just going to go up a little bit more, because you want to make it nice and secure. In fact, I'm going to put some there. Just be careful when you push this down that you don't squeeze it all out onto that lovely flap that you've got, because you'll never get it open again. Can't help falling in love with you. I think that's what they're playing. Wise men say only fools rush in. Oh, they've been watching one of my videos then. But I can't help falling in love with you. So there we go. Let's give it a smidgen of a chance for it to actually dry, Dave, before you go and pull in a China shop style, do something to it. Oh, at least try and gives you a few moments to try and line those up. Okay, let's go for some of this. Let's see the trees for the wood and the wood for the trees. Let the dog see the horses. No, let the dog see the rabbit. Let the dog see the horse. Don't let the dog see the horses. The dog would be scared. Witless. Right, put your keys. These are not keys, Dave. Oh, your Tim Holtz scissors away. Pick these, because of course I'm not going to get rid of these, precious as they are. I could make a journal card out of that one, actually. That would be really good. That's the one with a bit of cardboard down the back. I don't know what I could make with that, but I might make something. Put those bits there. Get rid of those bits. Some little bits there. Get rid of that. Put that over there. Right, okay, so let's see now if we can get that into there. And it's it's perfect. It's like it was meant to be. So now what we've got is, so we've got this kind of matchbook style thing, and that kind of keeps it all together, so you can sit it on a thing. And what we've got is, when it's stuck down, you'll have a pocket at the back, because you could have it as a free floating thing, you know. Do this at the back, you could have a little wallety journal-y thing, you know. Should we do that before I finish? Let's do that. Then we can decide whether we want it free floating or we want it stuck down. If we stick it down and we just don't see the paper again, then Brian can print some more. Did you hear, Brian? So let's just do this, because we can, and we will. And I'm going now into a pencil that I've just put back. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Yeah, let's cut them out. And then, like I say, you can either have it as a free floating, or you can have it as a sticky down. But at the moment, as I don't have a project I'm working on other than doing digital prints, I don't have like a journal ongoing. I can't decide what I want to do, so I'm going to cover all bases, put something on the back, and then if I do cover it up, I cover it up. You know, it's a piece of paper at the end of the day. And just like, you know, with any digitals, whether you've made them or whether I've made them or whether Gertrude has made them, the best thing about digitals is you can reprint it whenever you like. You only buy it once. And you just keep reprinting. And reprinting and reprinting and reprinting and reprinting. And you know what you can do after you've reprinted them? You can reprint them again. So, I knew this was going to be too big. Probably shouting at me going, that's too big, Dave. Should have done it the other side of your pencil line. I know. Well, you know, when I say I know, I mean I know, but I'm not paying any attention. Take that bit off there. I'm going to just turn it 90 degrees and take another bit off there. So if it ends up going on the back, nobody will ever see any of this. So stuck down. I mean, not on the back. It will go on the back. Sure. Yeah, that will all go on there. So let's get this stuck down. Don't know what that is. An interloper, not an antelope. Well, you know, you got an antelope on here, and then you definitely see the big lump in it, wouldn't you? So, shut up, Dave. That's just how my brain works. I'm sorry. It's like constant dribble of insanity, isn't it? It's insanity in drip feed. So. Oh, that song's now back. Wise men say. Oh, don't stick it there. No, nor there. You can stick there, that's fine. Yeah, you can go there as well. All right, it's a little bit short at that edge, but never mind. Right, so what do we have? We have lots of bits of paper all over the desk now. You too can have lots of bits of paper. Tune in next time for more bits of paper on the desk. Now, we have a pocket at the back. This is what I was originally telling you. Well, let's ink this edge because I'm not happy with the. You can do this right and not get this inky edge, not have to do this inky edge. Like I say, not a tutorial, just a bit of a crazy moment of, what about this? I think I'm going to ink all of those edges, to be fair, just on this front flap. Although this paper does have that kind of look of inky paper edge about it, which is what I wanted it to have when I created it. So, what do we have? We have, do it again, pocket on the back. Try again, Dave. Pocket on the back. Yeah. So you could either have it stuck down, or you could have a pocket on the back. You could have another pocket if you only stuck it on the three sides, or you can have it as free floating and still have it a pocket on the back. Okay. You then open it up, and you've got space to journal here. Okay, so you've got journal writing space, and here, remember, you could have had the corners that we cut off the envelope. You could have those stuck on, but I didn't. I chose not to. And then what I did was put this bit on here so that it turns into what's called matchbook. And then when we open it out, we've got somewhere to put journal cards. So we've got journal card space here. We've got journal card space here. We've got, oh, I need to stick that bit down. Oh, and I haven't stuck those bits down either, have I? No, I haven't. And then we've got space here and here. Let's stick these down. Here. And then we've got somewhere here. So let's stick this down. That's the bit that I didn't do. Don't go across the top because then it's not a pocket. It's a frustration when you do that. It's not a pocket. Stick those bits down. And then you've got the pocket here. Let's just let that stick for a second. You're all shouting now, going, put that pin back in, Dave, before you lose it. All right, I'm doing it now. I really need to seriously have a bit of a prod around in this tip because it's all gone a bit gungy. Oh, I can't find the end. Story of my life. So, oh no, didn't do it. Still didn't stick these bits down, did I? Right, this is probably not the easiest thing to do now, but hey. Just putting a bit of glue on that crease. And this one, sorry, I know you can't see it now, but like, it's a secret. No, simply because I can't see what I'm doing that. So, we've got a pocket here. We've got, sorry, we don't have a pocket here. We've got a pocket at the back here. We've got a pocket here. We've got a pocket here and a pocket here. And then we've got a pocket here. So, we're kind of pocketed up. So, you've got like that bit there. Yeah, you've got these bits here. You've got pockets here. And here. And you've got this one at the back. Here. And if you leave it long enough, it'll actually stick down, Dave. So fold it back up again and let it stick this time. Put that in there. And fantastic, there you go. So, little kind of matchbooky type envelope-y thingy, what's it-y thing. So, but you know, nice. I like it. You could obviously put what you like on the front. I might put some of my fussy cuts on it. I might maybe fussy cut that out. Stick that on. I don't know how long this has been going for, and I don't know. Oh, let's just do this now, Dave. Let's do it now. Should we do it now? Right. You guys were thinking, oh, good, he's finished. But actually, no, he's not. He's just going to fussy cut this out. So he's just going to chomp it first. But you see like that, you can tell where the printer mistake is there. The colour was going and we ended up with blue leaves. But it's fine. It's all part of the vintage look. So I'm not going to bother with the stalk. Get rid of the stalk. You know, stalks bring babies. Don't want any of them. Thanks. Is that like a fable in all countries? Or oh no, I seem to remember watching something on QI with, it was either Sandy Toksvig or what's the other fella? Stephen Fry. I'm going to cut that other leaf off, the one that's only half there. I think I'm going to cut that bit out. I seem to remember that it's not. It's a different thing in different countries. So different animals bring babies. Not. I think it's just like the Western world that sees it as stalks. I mean, like, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me because I'm wrong. Actually, let's just put that statement out there. Correct me, I am wrong. Because the likelihood is that I am wrong rather than it being an if. So, but you know what? Every opportunity that you are wrong is an opportunity to be right, because you learn from your mistakes. And just remember, in craft, there are no mistakes. We only deal in happy accidents. They're the only commodity we trade in. Happy accidents, all right? Don't get grumpy about it. You saw how many mistakes I made here, but we still ended up with a beautiful product that, you know, I'm really chuffed with. Didn't really know how it was going to go. I was a bit, I'm sometimes a bit bull in a china shop. Sometimes I can be like, oh, I'm really well prepared, I know what I'm doing, I know all of the cuts and the lines and all of that, and then other times I'm just like, yeah, let's just make it. If it doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn out. And that was tonight. That's not the best fussy cutting in the world, but it'll do. Get off me. Or get off it, rather than me. Yes, I'm going to stick that on there. I might just ink its edge so that we know it's an addition rather than was there originally. Just adds to that, you know, eclectic bit feeling, junk journaling, sticking lots of things together and hoping for the best. I mean, like, and getting beautiful things. Need a bit more ink on that. And like you can see where the print, like I say, the printer ink, you see that blue stripe there, the printer ink was going, but it's all beautiful. It's all part and parcel of it all. There we go. Yeah, I like that much. I think it lifts it as well when you put a dark edge on it. It almost like gives it a drop shadow, doesn't it? So let's sticky this down. And then we are going to call it a day. Well, we're going to call it complete. We can call it Barbara if we like, but I'm going to call this video a day. Well, I'm not going to call it a day because, like, you know, when you look at the titles, you go, that's not what you called it. But shut up, Dave. I know, I go on. I know. You know. But we all know together, we all know, like, you know, that's me. It's just me. I'm going to take advantage of that kind of flat edge on that rose, and I'm going to put that there. There we go. Cool, brilliant, marvellous, wunderbar. Chop that leaf off. Perhaps don't do it like that, Dave, because you're going to end up with cutting the whole board. Wunderbar. That is done. You too can have this. Well, if you know, when I list my journals, you too will probably get this if you buy it anyway. So there we go. That's yeah. There you go. It's a thing. I might put a divot in there now that I've decided I'm going to keep that as a. You're all going, oh Dave, just leave it alone for 2 minutes. Come on now. Leave it alone. Just give it a rest, Dave. But I'm not going to give it a rest. I'm going to put a divot in there. In fact, I'm going to go the whole hog, the hog of wholeness. I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to love you all. I'm going to leave you all. Because I can't leave well enough alone. So there we go. Big chunk out of it. Got a bit of decorative pattern there. That's all fine. Wunderbar, marvellous, gorgeous. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel like you might want to make something very similar. Oh, don't forget to pay reverence to your Tim Holtz scissors. You don't want to be poking yourself in the eye with that now, do you? Yeah, give it a go. And obviously, you know, all of the link for my Etsy store will be in my description. Please go on over there and have a look, and you know, pop something in your basket. Don't forget to check out, because you know it's not a sale until you paid for it. I do have a few more ranges launching. I've got another range that's like imminently due to launch. Just got to put some watermarks over the ones that I'm putting on the Etsy pictures. And obviously the ones that you download don't have any watermarks on them. And then I can upload them. And I'm going to be doing that this weekend. So there's a new range coming. It's kind of blues with lots of blues and lots of florals, and really gorgeous actually. And then there's another range coming, and then there are 3 more in production. So a busy boy I am. All right, so anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. I really do appreciate you watching. I really appreciate everybody that's like getting involved and subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for sharing. If I could turn back time. Sorry, share. And remember, the draw for this, I will link that in the description as well. and you can get over there, and you know you have to comment and like and be subscribed to be in that draw. But you know all the instructions will be in that video. And that's it. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you all again in the next video, and you all look after yourself. Remember, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. You all take care of yourselves, love each other, and spread kindness. And if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Take care, folks. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Big hugs. That's not... I don't make that noise if you give me a hug in real life, by the way. You'll be all disappointed now. Anyway, shut up, Dave. I'm going. Take care, folks. Thanks for watching. Be good to yourselves. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.